Naiki Devi, his mother took over the responsibility of the kingdom. Who took over the kingdom, beta?
Naiki Devi.
Yes, Queen Naiki Devi. His mother took over the responsibility of the kingdom. Now,
Naiki Devi.
yes, but when she came on the throne, when she took over the kingdom, Shabuddin Gori crossed the desert and attacked Gujarat. Yes, Shabuddin Gori ने गुजरात पे अटैक किया एंड एट दैट टाइम उनका ये जो बेटा था वो बहुत छोटे थे. तो किन नेकी देवी कितने बहादुर थे कि उन्होंने अपने बेटे को शी टाइड हर यंग सन इन्फेंट सन टू हर सेल्फ और वो आर्मी में लड़े है ना. लेड द आर्मी ऑफ गुजरात इनटू द बैटल एंड सक्सेसफुली डिफीटेड शाबुद्दीन गोरी. यस.
मैम तो ये लक्ष्मीबाई जैसी है, लक्ष्मीबाई ने
हाँ हाँ हाँ. पर लक्ष्मीबाई के तो एडॉप्टेड सन थे ना, और ये तो अपने खुद के बेटे को भी, और लक्ष्मीबाई ने भी एनॉर्मस करेज दिखाया था कि उनके बेटे को लेके वो भी झांसी के लिए लड़े थे, है ना. तो सेम वे इन्होंने भी लड़ाई में अपने यंग बेटे को लेके शी ऑल्सो वेंट टू द वॉर, है ना. एंड नॉट ओनली दैट, क्वीन नेकी देवी exhibited enormous courage and tied her young son. One minute, huh, beta. Yes, you read this paragraph once more. Teacher has come here. She wants some help. Sahil, read this paragraph once again, beta. 1 minute, huh, Sahil. Read, beta. First paragraph ठीक से पढ़ो.
Okay. Garden is associated with the name
एक
of
मिनट
village.
एक मिनट है बेटा, 1 मिनट.
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ जी, गुरुवार था ना, आज हमारा क्लास में क्या क्लास છે? કયા ક્લાસમાં છો તમે? અચ્છા, આજ તમને પૂછો ને ફોન કરીને. એ તો બધામાં હોય છે, આમાં કેમ નથી? હા, ગુરુવારે. હા, આમાં કેમ નહીં હોય તો? દર વખતે વીકમાં એકવાર આવશે. કદાચ એવું છે, ગયા વીક ગયા થર્સડે એવું હતું. હા એટલે હા, હવે આજે શું આમાં બધામાં હોય છે બોયઝ માં. ઠીક એટલે આ બધા ગ્રુપમાં. Yes. So, yes. Can you listen me, beta?
Yes.
Okay. So, Queen Naki Devi exhibited enormous courage and tried her infant son to herself and led the army of Gujarat into the battle and successfully defeated Shabuddin Gori. And you know, beta, she also defeated. ना ही वो अपने बेटे को लेके वॉर में गए थे, पर उन्होंने अपनी आर्मी के साथ मिलके शाबुद्दीन घोरी को डिफीट भी कर दिया, मतलब हरा भी दिया. Isn't it great?
Yes.
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 अच्छा, अजील समझ में आया? इज अजील देयर और ही इज लेफ्ट?
है पढ़ाई
अच्छा चलो, अजील डिड यू अंडरस्टैंड?
यस मैम.
ओके चलो, अजील वुड यू
मैम
लाइक
ये
टू
आप रिवीजन
बेटा?
करवा रहे हो या पोर्शन?
सॉरी,
हमारा पोर्शन पूरा हो गया.
लेवल फर्स्ट लेसन चल रहा है.
भाई
चल,
सेमेस्टर 2 का फर्स्ट सेशन चल रहा
हाँ चलो
है.
साहिल, रीड दिस पैराग्राफ बेटा. आफ्टर द सोलंकी डायनेस्टी.
Yes, ma'am. After the Solanki dynasty, the Waghela dynasty ruled over Gujarat. The last emperor of the Waghela dynasty, Karan Dev Waghela, was defeated by Alauddin Khilji and brought to the end of Rajput rule over Anilwad Patan. Later, for a period of time, Anilwad Patan remained the capital of Gujarat just for a namesake. During the Sultanate era, Ahmad Shah established Ahmedabad in 1411 CE. Therefore, thereafter, Patan ceased being the
See,
capital of Gujarat and became the headquarters of Subagiri. Subagiri. The Sultans ruled over Gujarat through the 15th century and till the end of the 16th century.
Yes. So after the Solanki, the Vaghela dynasty ruled over Gujarat, and the last emperor of the Vaghela dynasty was who? Karandev Vaghela. He defeated Alauddin Khilji, and later on, Anilwad Patan rule came to an end. Rajput rule over Anilwad Patan came to an end. So later on, Anilwad Patan capital तो रहा गुजरात का, but खाली name sake के लिए. Understood? So during the Sultani era, Ahmad Shah established Ahmedabad. What did he establish, beta? Ahmedabad in 1411. Okay. And thereafter, Patan ceased being the capital of Gujarat and became the headquarters of Subagiri. The Sultans ruled over Gujarat through the 15th century until the end of 16th century. Yes. Yes, and Muhammad is there. And Muhammad, are you there?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Can you read from here, beta?
Ma'am, from administration.
हाँ.
Yes, ma'am. Administration. During the Solanki era, the king was the most powerful of all. The various departments of the kingdom were handled by different ministers. The most important minister was known as Mahatmya, Mahamatya, who looked after the finance department. Sri Karan, the most important department of the administration, was known as Mandal. The capital of this kingdom was located on the banks of the river Saraswati, and hence it was known as Saraswati Mandal. The subsection of the Mandal was known as Pathak. There were several such Pathaks, which includes many villages within their folds. Mandals such as Kutch Mandal, Saurashtra Mandal, Kethak Mandal, Kheda, Lat Mandal, Medpat Mandal were present during this time.
Yes, very good. So during the Solanki era, thank you, and Mohammed. During the Solanki era, the king was the most powerful of all. And a king was the most powerful of all. So the various, departments of the kingdom were handled by different ministers. The most important minister was known as Mahamatya, जो क्या करते थे, फाइनेंस डिपार्टमेंट को देखते थे, है ना. एंड द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ द एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन वाज नोन एज मंडल. Mahamatya, then Mandal. Okay. The capital of the kingdom was located on the banks of river Saraswati. कहाँ located था वो? Banks of river Saraswati पे. Right? And hence it was known as Saraswati Mandal. What was it known as therefore? Saraswati Mandal. The subsection of the Mandal was, हाँ बेटा.
वहाँ के अंदर रूम भी होते हैं.
हाँ, small they, for changing their clothes, and अलग-अलग था वो. You can go when you can search out from Rani Ki Vav also on the Google, and we can find out more information about that also. Okay?
Yeah.
Yes. The subsection of the mandal was known as Pathak. Okay, what was it known as? Pathak. Now there were several such Pathaks which included many villages. और ये सब पाठक में क्या और included था? Villages भी within their folds. Yes, mandals such as Kutch Mandal, Saurashtra Mandal, Khetak Mandal, Lat Mandal, Medap Mandal were present during this time. Understood? Now, what was the architecture and culture we will see, and then we will see about the different gateways, Ahmedabad, how it became the center, and all this, right? Yes. And Mama, would you like to continue? Yes, I'll continue.
Okay. Many people followed Shaivism in Gujarat during the Solanki era.
Shaivism.
Shaivism in Gujarat during the Solanki era. At this time, Somnath was the prime center of
Shaivism.
Shaivism,
Shaivism.
while Dwarka was the famous pilgrim center of the Vaishnavas. The influences of Buddhism reduced during the medieval age, while Jainism gathered momentum. As a result, many magnificent Jain temples were built. This period also saw the progress of architecture, sculpture, and painting. The architecture of this time exhibited the Rajasthani style of temple carving the Sun Temple of Modera, the Vimal Bhashai Temple of Abu were constructed in the 11th century, while the Rudra
Mahalaya.
Mahalaya temple, the reconstructed Somnath temple, were built in the 12th century. The 13th century saw the construction of the Dilwara temples of Mount Abu, which attained a prominent place in the architectural splendor of India.
Yes. So, beta, architecture and architecture was how during this period of time that we'll see. Many people followed Shaivism. Shaivism मतलब शिव भक्त को मानते हैं ना, जो शिव भगवान को उनको, right? Shaivism in Gujarat during Solanki era. Now, इस time पे, at this time, what was it, beta? कि Somnath was the prime center of Shaivism. What was the prime center?
Shaivism.
सोमनाथ. सोमनाथ जो था was the prime center for Shaivism, okay? And जो लोग वैष्णव थे, वो द्वारका was the main pilgrim center for them, okay? While Dwarka was the famous pilgrim center for the Vaishnavas, okay? अब इस टाइम पे द इन्फ्लुएंस ऑफ बुद्धिज्म रिड्यूस्ड, मतलब कि बुद्धिज्म का जो इन्फ्लुएंस था, लोगों पे जो प्रभाव था वो कम होने लगा, रिड्यूस होने लगा, है ना? It started getting reducing, right? And sorry, the influence of Buddhism reduced during the medieval age, while Jainism gathered momentum. और जैन जो लोग थे, जैनिज्म फॉलो करने वाले जो लोग थे, वो मोमेंटम मतलब वो अपने कंस्ट्रक्शन ज्यादा करने लगे, जैनिज्म फॉलो पीपल ज्यादा करने लगे, राइट? एज अ रिजल्ट मेनी मैग्निफिसेंट जैन टेम्पल्स वेर बिल्ट. इस वजह से बहुत सारे जैन टेम्पल्स का कंस्ट्रक्शन हुआ, है ना? एंड दिस पीरियड आल्सो सो द प्रोग्रेस ऑफ आर्किटेक्चर, sculpture and painting, right? The architecture of this time exhibited the Rajasthani style of temple carving. The Sun Temple of Modhera, the Vimal Kashi Temple of Abu were constructed in the 11th century, while the Rudra Mahalai Temple, the reconstruction of Somnath Temple were built in 12th century. है ना? ये सब नेम्स है कि कब कब कौन से टेम्पल्स बने थे. The 13th century saw the construction of the Delvara temple of Mount Abu, which attained a prominent place in architectural splendor of India. फिर ये कीर्ति तोरण ऑफ वडनगर है, ये देखा है? ऐसा गेटवे तोरण जैसा दिखेगा इसमें. कैन यू सी लाइक अ तोरण?
Yes.
तोरण, है ना? So it is known as कीर्ति तोरण of वडनगर. Understood?
Yes.
Understood? Understood till here, everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Sanraj, will you revise this paragraph, architecture and culture one?
Yes, ma'am. Architecture and culture. Many people followed Shivams in Gujarat during the Solanki
Shaivism.
Shaivism in Gujarat during the Solanki era. At this time, Somnath was the prime center of Shaivism, while Dwarka was the famous pilgrim center for the
Vaishnavas.
Vaishnavas. The influence of Buddhism reduced during the medieval age, while Jainism gathered
Ism.
Jainism gathered mon- momentum,
Momentum.
momentum, momentum. As a result, many
Magnificent.
magnificent Jain temples were built. This period also saw the progress of architecture,
Architecture.
su- sculpture, ये क्या है?
Sculpture.
Sculpture and Sculpture and
Painting.
painting. The architecture of this time exhibited the Rajasthani style of temple
Carving.
carving. The Sun Temple of Modhira, the Vimala Vashahi Temple of Abu were constructed in the 11th century, while the Rudra Mahalya Temple, the reconstructed Somnath Temple, were built in the 12th century. The 13th century saw the construction of the
Dilwara
Dilwara temples of Mr.
of
Mount
Mount Abu
of Mount Abu, which attained
attained
a
a prominent
pro-
place.
prominent place in the architectural splendor of India.
Very good, Sanraj. Okay, understood everyone till here? Hello?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, okay, so we'll continue ahead. Sahil, can you continue?
Yes.
ऊपर का
Along
ऊपर का
with the
पैराग्राफ
temple
सबको
architecture. What, ma'am?
ऊपर का पैराग्राफ समझ में आया ना सबको?
Yes.
ओके कंटिन्यू.
समझ में आ गया.
Okay, okay, fine, continue. Along with the
Along with the temple architecture of Gujarat, other architectural works such as lakes, forts, gateways, arches of temples, torans were also included. Among all the Kirti Torans, the Kirti Toran of Vadnagar is very famous. Manuscripts were usually
manuscripts. Manuscripts.
manuscripts were usually written on palm leaves, tadpatra. Margins were drawn
Margins.
along the
Margins.
margins were drawn along the four sides of these 2 to 3 feet. Executed 2 to 3 feet long and 2 to 3 inch wide leaves, and within that limited space, writing or drawings were executed. Beside this, a lot of literary works on Jainism was accomplished during the Solanki era.
Like
Like the
Dvasharya Granth.
Dwasarya Granth.
Hmm. So, along with the temple architecture of Gujarat, other architectural work such as lakes, forts, temples, gateways, arcs of temples, matlab like torans, were also included. Right? Among all the Kirti Torans, the Kirti Toran of Vadnagar. कौन सा तोरण? कीर्ति तोरण of Vadnagar. We saw na your photo. Yes, Kirti Toran of Vadnagar is very famous. Manuscripts were usually written on palm leaves, that is Tadpatras and Bhojpatras, if you remember. Tadpatras we obtain from Himalayan mountain ranges. है ना? Bhojpatras from Bhoj tree which are found in Himalaya
Yes,
region.
fifth में पहला लेसन आता था.
हाँ, सिक्स में.
Inscription.
हाँ, तो उनपे palm leaves पे वो लोग used to write. Margins were drawn along four sides of this 2 to 3 feet long and 2 to 3 inches wide leaves and within that limited space, writings or drawings were executed. Executed means which were done. Besides this, a lot of literary work on Jainism was accomplished during the Solanki era, like the Dvashya Granth. Yes, clear till you?
Yes, clear.
Sanraj, Azil,
Clear.
Sufyan,
Yes,
clear,
ma'am.
and
We
Mohammad,
are.
Manikya, everyone clear?
Yes,
Okay, chalo.
ma'am.
Yes, chalo, continue, Sahil.
Ahmedabad became the center of administration during the Sultanate regime. Many books were written in Persian. Also, many works in Gujarat have been written
Gujarati,
during this.
Gujarati, Gujarat nahi, Gujarati.
Many works in Gujarati have been written during this period. Many famous mosques were built during the Sultanate, as well as the Mughal era. The famed Sidi Sayyid Grill of Ahmedabad and the Sarkej Ruja Mosque were constructed during that time.
Thus, yes, or Ahmedabad became the center of administration during the Sultanate regime, right? Many books were written in Persian. Not only that, beta, also many works in Gujarati have been written during this period. बहुत सारे वर्क्स गुजराती में भी लिखे गए थे उस पीरियड में, राइट? Many famous mosques were built. Mosque भी बनाए थे during the Sultanate as well as the Mughal era. The famed Siddhi Sayyid Grill of Ahmedabad. Remember, all of you might have seen, right?
Yes,
And the Sarkej, yes, and the Sarkej Roja Mosque were constructed during that time. Siddhi Sayyid Grill of Ahmedabad and Sarkej
yes,
Roja Mosque, okay,
yes, ma'am.
were constructed during that time. Thus, during the medieval age, for almost 560 years, how many years? We saw here the first.
560 years.
560
Yes,
years.
560 years, medieval period है जो, right? 560 years, Gujarat was ruled by Rajput dynasty and later by the Sultani era and the Mughal era. This is the evident from the architecture splendor and the literary works of that period. ये evident किसका है? From the architecture splendor and the literary work of that period of time. Yes?
मैम
Understood?
मैम
हाँ बेटा?
आपने ये लेसन के टीएफ नहीं मोकला.
हाँ बेटा, I'm going to send it. Okay, I'll send it by tomorrow. Okay? Yes,
Okay,
understood
ma'am.
till here, everyone?
Yes.
Yes,
Any
Yes,
doubts? The
ma'am.
lesson is got over, right?
Yes, ma'am.
yes.
आपने over.
So in the next class, we are going to start new lesson, India, climate and natural resources. Which lesson are we going to start?
मैम lesson number 2.
Yes. But ये lesson clear है सबको कि नहीं?
Yes, ma'am.
Clear.
Clear.
हाँ? Everyone has understood the lesson?
Yes, yes.
Yes, clear.
Any
मैम
doubt? हाँ बेटा बोलो.
No doubt.
कल मीटिंग कितने बजे की है?
कौन पूछ रहा है?
मैं संराज.
Sanraj, have you not got the message in your WhatsApp group? You can ask your class teacher, Mohammed sir.
Okay, sir. Okay.
What is your roll number and what sequence he is arranged? You will come to know from him only. Okay? You know no, who is your class teacher or you don't know?
Mohammed sir.
Then you can ask him. He will give you all the information. Or
Okay.
and you will get the all the information in WhatsApp group. If you have not got, no, still now then. सबको मिली
Yes,
गई है information. साहिल मिली है ना information? Sahil,
Yes, ma'am.
and you have got no informations of meeting?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
मैम देखिए मिली है.
है कि नहीं है?
Yes.
So follow those instructions and come on time.
1 to 30 रोल नंबर को कल जाने का है.
हाँ, yes.
1 to 26 को.
Don't keep on calling your teachers. कि हम अब आए कब आए, है ना? You have got the instructions and follow those instructions and come on that time only. क्योंकि आपके रिजल्ट्स तभी तैयार होंगे जब जब आपका टाइम है। इज इट क्लियर ऑल ऑफ यू?
Yes, ma'am.
यस।
Yes, ma'am. Hello? Am I was not coming?
Sahil,
Boy.